In this video, I share with you how you can select a business idea that you can use to get your business started so you can start changing your own life. This is the framework that I've used for starting this business, and it is the framework that I use in the free course you can get through our school community, but it's also the framework that I personally use in the personalized coaching I have with my clients. And so it is something that I use, it is something that I teach and preach. It is not something that I just give away without walking the talk off. If you've tried to think of a business idea before, you've probably come up with a few different ideas that were good. And that's great. My first question could be, why didn't you just try and pursue any of those? Well, maybe you didn't have a full scope of the idea, or maybe you were afraid to get started. If your issue is that you're afraid to get started, then this is not the right video, but I have a video titled How to Overcome the Fear of Failure. Go watch that, and that will probably help you get started. However, if you truly lack an idea, or you don't think you have a skill or something to sell, this is the right video for you. And so the framework that I use in the startup coaching program is based on identifying which previous experience do you have yourself? Do you know if you have any clear skills or specific experience that you could sell? Do you know whether your parents had some kind of job or skill they were really good at that you listened to in your childhood and suddenly you know a lot about this topic? Or 3, have people told you that you're really good at something? Like they always come to you either to get advice or to get help with something with this topic, something specific, and they might not verbally articulate that you're good at this, but if people always come to help to you for something specific, then that probably means that you're pretty good at it. And so is there something like this in your life? Now, if you look at your own skills, if you look at your parents, if you try and identify if people come and ask you for help, and you're still thinking, I don't really have anything, okay, that's completely fine. Take a step back and take a piece of paper. I really recommend doing this physically. It's a different process when you physically write out stuff than compared to typing it on a laptop. But I want you to write down all the skills and experiences you have gone through in your life. What I mean is I want you to write down the lessons, the major lessons you've learned. Like, I know how to ride a bike, I know how to cook, I know how to communicate, I know how to chop down a tree. Whatever it is, write those things down. Because I promise you, if you narrow your field of vision enough and lower your expectations, you will see that you have experience. Now, it might not be the kind of experience you hear other people talk about online, but that is because we are so used to seeing what other people do and compare ourselves based on the expectation that we should be the same. And that is not the case. No two individuals are the same. Now, you might already know that you have some skills that are easy to use, and that's absolutely great. If that is you, you can continue to the next step. But if you don't feel like you have that clear vision of what your skills and experience are, then write all the things you know about yourself down, what you're good at, maybe what you're not good at. Sometimes the process of elimination is better. And when you have no more to write, when you feel like I've written down all the things I know I can do, like I can read a book, I can show up on time, I can help someone lose weight, I can eat healthily, I know how to work out. Like, write all those things down, and I promise you, you will have a longer list than you thought. I'm taking this short break to remind you to please subscribe. Our goal right now is to reach 1,000 subscribers so we can help more people start more businesses and change their lives and the world. And so if you would do that, I would be eternally grateful. When you've made your list of skills and experience, what I then want you to do is I want you to consider something called the Ikigai framework. And this is a Japanese framework that is used actually for helping you identify your life's purpose. And why do I mention that? Well, the Ikigai framework says that in order to find your life's purpose, you need to find something that you love doing, that you're good at, that the world needs, and that you can get paid for. If you can find all of those 4, you will be set for life. And to give you an example, I know I love the industry of education. I love helping other people get those aha moments, learn stuff, and get the results they want. That's why I also pursued coaching. And I know it's something the world needs. I want to help make entrepreneurship available to anyone. and I know that it's something that I can get paid for. This kind of fulfills and ticks all the boxes for me. Now, it might be more difficult for you to find something, but if you spend some time at least considering what you're good at and what the world needs, you will have something that, in combination with your skills and experience, will allow you to make money. Now, if it's something that the world really needs and something you love doing, that's a benefit. But you need to start at what you're good at and what people will pay for. And so once you know you have your list of skills and experience, however small it is, you can categorize it if you want into different sections. And you've considered the Ikigai framework. How does it overlap with what I'm good at, what I love to do, what I can get paid for, what the world needs? What I then want you to do is look outside and look at the markets of the world. In general, there are 3 markets. Really, when people sell something, either it's related to how to become more wealthy, healthy, or related to getting better relationships, whether that's friends, family, or loved ones. Looking at your skills and what you're good at, what you can provide value for, you'll probably see that you can fall into more of these buckets, but there'll likely be 1 or 2 that stand out to you. And so select initially one of those. And then what you'll do is you'll look at a sub-market. And if you're looking at something like wealth, for instance, a sub-market could be investment. There are multiple types of investments. It could be education, teaching people about becoming more wealthy. So let's say we take investments. Then you should select a niche within that type of sub-market. And so if it's investments, it might be how to do day trading. It might be forex trading. It might be crypto. It might be investing in the S&P. It might be investing in yourself. It might be investment strategies for businesses, for personal people, personal income. There's so many different niches or niches, whatever you call it. And what I want you to do, and what I write in the course or the program, is I want you to write out 3 subcategories that you think are relevant based on what you're good at or your skills. And I want you to write 5 niches for each submarket. And that'll give you a total of 15 different niches or niches. And looking at all of those, you'll pretty quickly realize that some of them make sense, some of them don't make sense. As the final step in this video, once you have all your potential niches, I want you to consider who would be the dream customer for each of these niches. And so you need someone who can pay for what you're selling, who has the decision authority to make the decision to invest or to buy what you're selling, and you need someone who really does have a pain problem. And so the more time you spend on being detailed with which type of customer is the dream customer, the more accurately you will actually be able to solve that person's problems, and that will make it much easier for you to convince them in the end when you've made your offer. But when you have your 15 niches and you write out who would be ideal dream customers for these niches, there will be a couple of solutions that stand out to you. Either because it's a certain type of person that you want to help, or it's because you feel like maybe I already have some experience here. And so I want you to select just 3 of those niches and dream customers and continue onwards. And based on those 3, you can then select the one that, after a little bit of consideration, you think, this is the one I think will work. And then you know what? Just choose that one, because you don't know if it's gonna work. That's what you're going to test. So when you've reached this point and you've selected the one niche and the dream customer that you believe makes sense, continue, create the offer, and start testing by reaching out to people and get experience. Offer to do the work for free initially so you can get feedback on how good you are or whether it's the right type of person for what you're doing. And if you're like, well, why should I do something for free? I came here to make money. That makes sense. Of course it does. You want to start a business, you want to make money. But when you don't have experience or clear experience, you need to learn. Learning always comes before earning. You want to focus on becoming good so that when you start making money, you can charge decent prices. And also, you know that you'll be delivering value because that'll also help you do it more ethically and you'll have less fear of failure, etc., etc. There's no reason really not to get good at it. Also, you'll just get better testimonials, you'll get better referrals, everything. The better foundation you create, the better the business you'll have afterwards. So after you've identified all your skills, you've looked at your experience, and you've found your dream customers, your niche in the market, and you've created your offer, it is really just about getting started. Take action today, Create the initial offer, what you'll provide, make a guarantee so people feel like it's a no-brainer to say yes. And if you can do that, you have your business idea. You're ready to go. You can start working, get experience, and after that, you will get paid. If you want more help for free with no commitment, you can join our free school community, and you can join the network of like-minded peers, ambitious individuals who all want to start and succeed with their businesses. You don't have to pay anything. There's no commitment to being part of something. You can leave whenever you want. But there is right now a free framework for how you can get anything you want. And there's a course for how you can start your business, select an idea, get your first paying customers, videos, materials, everything is in there. It's completely free. You just join the community and you can start watching it. In the end, as always, of course, I hope you subscribe to help us reach more people, change more lives. And as always, stay disciplined.